Ladles and jelly spoons, Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife. We are here down the bottom by the nebula, as you can see right there, and we are waiting for the bus. So we're going to take the bus to the Playa Paraíso. The sun's just gone in actually, it was up 2 minutes ago. We've just got a band of cloud coming over behind me over there, look. But the bus was in. I'm going to put you down here. Let's see if this works. My mini tripod, yes it does. I'll take my glasses off. So the bus comes at around about 9:10, and we're going to go about 4 stops, I think it is. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops it is. We're going to go 5 stops into Playa Paraíso. We're going to go off at Punta Negra. And Punta Negra is the end of the maritime walkway, if you like. So you get to Punta Negra, that's just before you go up the hill or down the ravine, the Barranco, to the Bahia Principe hotels. So here are the excursion buses coming in. So I'm hoping they're going to move pretty soon, so that we can get a normal bus in. So we'll see what we shall see. So the bus should be coming from this direction soon. You can actually, let's have a look to see whether anybody's on, or whether I'm talking to my bloody self. It says we're live, so it must be live. 11 people watching, cool dude. Taking the bus to Playa Paraíso and then walking back. Oh, and here is the bus. So it's 3 minutes past, so he's going to have a rest for a while, but I'm going to cross the road anyway. 471 to Playa Paraíso. Skip the advert. Cool dude. Anne-Marie Elton, first one on. Mike Ayres, Natalie Hick, John Patton. Watching in the background as you're working. Michael Ross. Morning, Tim. It's Craig's on, Ted Whitfield, Tenerife 2024, that's Adam, I think. Emma Kelly's on, Jeff France, Gary D. And Alan in the hat, -3. It's only 17 degrees here, but we're going to wait at the other end. He doesn't leave till 10 past, so he's having a break. And we'll sit on a bench. They're not going to leave without me, so I might as well be comfy. Well, that's another story. Cool dude. ¿Qué tal, bien? Right. Dalewin's on. Hey, Dalewin. Nice to see you on. I hope Dolly's all right. Are they going to excursions?
Ayeri, you don't remember me?
Yeah, I do. You used to live in the vegetarian?
No, my wife.
Your wife?
I still eat.
You still eat the meat?
It's kill animals, dead animals.
We're live
okay.
On YouTube.
No problem. Thank you. Love you, internet. See you later.
Ciao. Oop, there we go. So he's going to have a fag, I think. Dalewin's on, Louisa Parks, Alex Merchant, John Patton, John Barrow. I'm taking Blue Eyes John to ITV his car. Cool dude. I'm going over to Playa Paraíso, Webby, and I'm going to walk back from Punta Negra along the coast, and I'm going to go for a coffee at Momo's at the end. So if we get there for like 9:20, I think it is, we should be there at 9:20, and I'm walking back 10 o'clock. So I should be in Momo's for 10 o'clock. If you're there, there's the Freebird catamaran bus just gone. Hey, just a minute. Why is it not 100%? I got to put the big battery on. And we're going to lose it. I thought I'd done that. So let's just get the battery out me thing. So I plugged everything in last night, but apparently it wasn't 100% when I unplugged it. That's a shame. So I've got to take the thing off the bottom here and plug the big battery in. There you go. Remaining battery level 100%. There we go. So I've got a little tripod now. I can put it down like that. There you go. Put the little foot in the bag, zip it up, zip this one up. Don't want to lose anything. Zip that one up, put my thing back on. Cool dude. Steve Jones is on. Louisa Park saying good morning. It's Craig saying good morning. Oh, 10 a.m.'s the appointment, okay. Louisa Park. I won't be there by the time you come back, unfortunately. Desinfortunadamente. Please remember, hit the thumbs up. That's well worth it. So where are we? We live up there on that first block on the right. And coming down, we got the back entrance where those people are trying to walk over the road there. That's the back entrance to the Blue Sea Callao Garden Hotel. Then we've got the Tropical Park here, and the Mind is behind it. You can just see the corner above that tree, that first tree in the middle there. And then we've got the bus, which is the 471. We've got people waiting. This is the Transale bus. I don't know what excursion that is, but this is where you typically get the excursions buses. But that's another story. You know, people smoking in the line, that's not allowed. And they're running to get the bus. It doesn't go till 10 past. So all we got to do is wait for the... that's what we need, more rubbish in the drains. Just wait for the bus driver. And we got the 2E bus coming in as well. That's probably going to the hotels or been to the hotels. Now what I've done is this is you, by the way, I'm watching. Sidale Zone. Sat on that bench, you did. Freezing Dublin, says David Butler. Grumpy Poutine, good morning. What I did is I have the 10 Mobile app on my phone, and I bought a ticket already. You can buy them online. You just Inter-Urban Bus Single. It's all in English. All you got to do is either pay with a credit card, but you got to upload a bit of money to do it. So you put a tenner on it, then you can just buy single tickets. That's okay as long as you're not doing a what's it called? You're not doing multiple trips. If you get multiple trips, it's worth it just buying a tenner for a day ticket. That's the easiest. And so what happens is when you press on it and you press travel, then what will happen then, it'll give me it'll open my camera, and then you read the QR code on the bus next to the door, and it'll then you just show it to you what's it called? So it's 11 minutes past now, so he's late. So we're getting ready to go on. So I'm going to leave it on travel now, so I won't be able to see what you're saying, but at least we'll have a bit of fun getting on to the bus. More buses and soft mic. So I'm going to change. Oops! I'm going to change hands. I'm going to put my camera in the right hand and the phone in the left hand. So you're at hip height, so I'm a little bit, what's the word? Unobtrusive. So this is the thing again here, look. And when I press travel, it turns into a camera. I can cancel. So, let me just show you. Press travel, you get this, and then you scan this QR code, which is here. And there it did, it automatically scanned it anyway. So there's me, Timothy Dowd, Caia Safacia Punca Negra. Job's a good one. So we're going to sit in the corner here, and I'll leave my bag on because it's nothing's going to happen. I can actually look out this window. There you go. So there we are on the bus. See what you guys are seeing. 55 people watching already. Now it's 9:14 now, so it's 5 minutes late already. You'd think that if you got here early, that he'd leave on time, because he knows he's going to get delayed a bit further up. Stuart Bloomer, Yvonne Brown. In Stourbridge, Alex Merchant, did you give up the free residence bus pass? It didn't work for some reason. I think you've got to do so many trips in a month or it doesn't work. And I lost it. Then I got the card, which you've got to go to somewhere and renew it every month. And then my telephone card wouldn't renew anymore, so I thought, sod it. I don't do that many bus trips, I might as well just pay. Anyway, helps the economy, I suppose. But that's another story. Philip Berquist, good morning Tim, enjoy your bus ride. It's only 6 stops, I think, or 5 stops. The first stop I think is the top of the road, which is La Galga, which is where I would normally get on. Then Rosa Centre, and then it goes round towards the new buildings at the bottom, and Titanic Pizza. Then it'll stop by the Hard Rock, just a bit down from the Hard Rock, and then the next stop then is Punta Negra, which is by the H10 Sunset Club or whatever it's called. And the Punta Negra is a beautiful place to have a sundowner, so that's really good. So we're off anyway at 9:16 in the morning. I'll give you a little. There's this Arco Iris in the distance there. That's the residential complex Arco Iris, which means rainbow. Arco Iris. And this is Callao Beach, which is the beach of Caia Safacia. And there's 2 entrances. The first one here services the bottom, and the top one here as well. So that's our block there, block number 1. And then the next one is where the apartment is. So if you want to give Webby a shout, see if he's got anything available. He's not doing it professionally, it's very cheap, just for friends and family, which you are, of course. So this is the first stop, which is La Galga, and there's nobody here, so he's going to go straight past, which is pretty good. He's going to make up time. Christina calling. Hello? 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 Chris, can you hear me? Was it accident? Okay, I'm on the bus. I'll see you in a minute. Love chat. Bye. There's a pocket call from the bed. That's another story. Anne-Marie, Mrs. Morning from Scotland. I always worry when she calls when I'm on the bus or something because I can't do anything. We're walking through the banana plantation to Playa Paraíso later this morning. Cool dude. I'm going to walk back, but I'm going to come along the cliffs. Starbridge we did. 63 watching, 26 thumbs up. There's 85 watching now. Wow. Good morning from Frosty, Scotland. Telephone, yeah. Where are you in Scotland? Says Edinburgh. And hey, Michael's on. Are you going to change your name, Michael? Is everything? Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. She just pressed the wrong button. She was trying to get music, I think, and ended up pressing call Tim. See, what I did is I put a shortcut on her phone, so she only has to press one button to call me. So we're now at the Rosa Centre, that you know and love. Doesn't open until 10, I don't think, but I think the coffee does. So there's usually quite a few people here, but there's not a lot. No, the 473 back's not a problem because you're walking downhill. Huh? Message you later, Tim. Cool dude. Morning, Tim. It's freezing, said the Lord. Isn't that you doing that? Isn't that you doing that, Lord? John Chelson, good morning. Not fully decided yet. Okay, cool dude. Beep beep. So it's 9:19 now, and this will tell you what the next bus stop is in a minute, but it's a bit knackered. So there we go. So the next stop comes round by the Hard Rock Hotel there in the distance. There's a Titanic pizza, and this used to be a total shell for 40 years, and then when the Hard Rock bought everything, they didn't want a derelict massive building at the beginning where holidaymakers see when they come in, so they decided to invest in it. So this is the next stop, and there's a truck parked there, so they can't get in. And that's terrible because if you're in a wheelchair, the wheelchair ramp doesn't work if it's not next to a curb. So people who park in bus stops should be immediately towed. Immediately towed. Maria, que tal, mi mia? Louisa Parks, freezing here. Dog was ice skated. Colin Jennings is on from Lincolnshire. Maria, of course. Lorraine. I'm not trying to pronounce that. It looks like Kirkintilloch, but it probably is some Katinkaloch or something like that. I don't know. So this is the main drag down Playa Paraíso now. We've got some nice restaurants in here now, and these two blocks actually you can actually book them for holidays. So I think one of them is called Paraiso Sol and the other one is called Paraiso del Sur, and they are opposite the Hard Rock Hotel, which is on the side here, and the bus stop is just down from Francis too. And everybody's parked here in the bus stop again. And so all these people are going to get on now. So this is going to take a bit of time. That's the main thing about this. Is what's the temperature there? Well, when I got on the bus, the temperature at the Farmacia said 17 degrees, so it's a bit cool, but the sun's not up because there's a bit of cloud. So the sun was out and it was warmer in the sun. Have you ever seen frost that near the coast? Never seen frost here. I'm from Kilsyth. I know I do that because of the butchers. Carol, go to the butchers, get you 10% off, mention WEBBY Sports Roundup, and get you 10% off and a free sausage from the butchers in Kilsyth. Kirkintilloch. Probably. Adam's on. Hi, Adam. Thanks for coming in. Battery's getting warm. Why is the battery getting warm? So the second battery is 76% now, but it's filling the handle battery, so I better take it up in a minute. When you're hitting 10k, you know, it's stuck. I only need 50 people, but or 75 people, I think. And so look, no, 500 I need. 500 people I need. So it's just going up and down. It's very steady actually, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But that's another story. -2, jeez. You've known John for years. Well, you should get your 20% discount then. Doing good now, says Anne-Marie, which is good. So we'll look at the live show. So it does take a while for people to get on. I mean, there must be another way. I know in Germany what happens is it's an honour system where you buy your ticket and then when you get on you just stamp it somewhere in the bus, and then there is a chance that somebody will... Oh yeah, what's that? What's this guy stopping for? Are people getting on the bus with a dog? They are. Never seen that before. Getting on the bus where it's not a bus stop. They must know him. Yeah, in Germany they have the honour system, but there's a chance you're going to get caught because they got inspectors. So the inspector gets on, or it's actually a group of inspectors that all get on at the same time. 2 block the doors and one goes and checks the tickets, and if you're caught without a ticket, you get dragged off and pilloried. Actually, the fine is quite high in Germany for riding, but see, the Germans, they'll just follow the rules anyway. Just follow the rules anyway. So it probably costs more to do that, but it's a more efficient way of getting on and off the bus because you can get on at any door, because they just expect you when you get on, you stamp your card. But that's another story. ¿Quieres sentarse aquí? ¿Quieres sentarse aquí? Oh, de nada.
Muchas gracias.
Nada. Oye.
Ah, ok.
Right, we're nearly there. Here we go. You're welcome. Aye, aye, aye. Here we are. So we've got off now. Bus. And we're here in Playa Paraíso. So there is the Bahia Principe. There's the next bus coming in. So I think they're every 40 minutes at this time of the day, which is not too bad. And this is a nice little inlet, but not much of a beach, very stony inlet there. And there is steps down to it. If you look on the left here, there's like a little sandy coloured building, and then down, the steps down, and then steps up the other side, and you can actually walk, there's a footpath, you can walk along all the bottom row there of the hotel, and you can actually get all the way to, what's it called? El Puertito. Free bus pass got for 60 plus. Oh, I think maybe I could get a pensioner's bus pass, but I think it's 65 here. Yeah, the bus does cater for English speakers. So we could either go up the hill here and have a look at the hotel, or not. Now I'm not sure what the signal's like over here, so I might lose you, but if I lose you I'll come back, don't worry. I do have a car actually. I've got to go somewhere afterwards, so what I did is I drove the car down to the village, and I'm parked by Laura's, but Laura's not open on a Wednesday, so I'm parked there. So when I get back to the village, I'll get in the car and go and do my bits. So we got a couple of restaurants here. This is sort of a bistro. Then we got a sushi bar. Then we got this corner bar, which is a fantastic view. Imagine sitting there and shooting the moon. And there's the view towards Playa de las Americas, right on the corner over there. Rock del Conde. Oh, a beautiful place to live, eh? And of course La Gomera in all its beauty. NSM, Negro sul Mare. And there's a QR code if you're interested. These are the fishermen. He's got one, has he? No, he doesn't. So these seats, these low seats here, are really comfy for this bar. And you can eat inside as well. Looks very posh though. And here is the entrance to the rocks. Now, Rocca Negra Sunset Club, that's where we came for Stephanie's 30th birthday. Fantastic Italian restaurant. If you eat inside, there's a different menu inside. There's more choice. Outside is sort of finger food, pizzas and stuff, and inside you can get steaks and what have you, but there's very limited seating, so you do have to book. But it's the Rocca Negra Sunset Club Tenerife. Tell them that Tim the YouTuber sent you. You don't get any discount at the moment, but it'll help me out. And then this is a very dangerous place to swim, and what they do say is don't stand on the dark rocks, because you know that has been wet recently, and if you do get swept off, and people have died here by being silly, it's very hard to get back on here. Now there is a way around the corner that we'll have a look in a minute that will let me just show you down here first. So this is the inside. And that up there, you can get back up to the road. And this, I'll tell you, you can go to the sushi Japanese restaurant this way. So there is access from the back as well, and wheelchair friendly, although it's a bit narrow. Yep, you can, Brendan. Buenos dias. Tengo frío hoy en Yorkshire. Wow. Yorkshire. Yeah, the Sunset Club. This is where you book, by the way. The Sunset Club. I'll give you an idea what it's called. You can actually go down, and they have like bean bags and little seats and stuff. You can see the little seats down there that you can sit on, and they hang a big gong from that portal there, and then when the sunset comes, somebody does a fire dance and ends up with the gong being banged. Bang the gong, get it on. There we go. And we are not in Easter Island. Shout out to North Tenerife, man. So revealing now the Roca Nevaria Grand Hotel, 5-star. I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's adults only. And I think it's all inclusive. So here you can get down and swim in this bay. Although there are steps coming up and down, but it does tell you to be careful. And I think they might even say don't swim, although people do. You see the ins and outs there. I think they're designed for scuba divers to get in and out, not really for swimmers. So this looks like it's going to be Rock Burger. That's either not opened yet or it's closed down, one of the two. I don't even remember Rock Burger. So it could be new, could be old. And this is the corner point. They're opening up soon. He's got his radio going. I'll show you the hotel. H10. So there's plenty of places to stay here that are top class. So it is a top class resort, Roca Negra, and this is the steps down to access to the rocks and the steps. But again, would you swim in that without a scuba set? I wouldn't. Imagine being dashed against those rocks. Let's see what you guys are saying. Alex. Crispy's on. Brendan's on. Can you go and sit in sunset? You can. Very clear picture and sound, says David. Thank you. Chelsea Boys on. Good morning. Andrew, good morning. We just booked H10 Atlantic Sunset for May. It was between that and Hard Rock Hotel. Just thought Hard Rock was a bit too lively for getting on years. You're exactly right. You are exactly right. And Craig says hit the like button. So we're going to walk a bit quicker now, I think. Get things sorted. There's two ways to get round back to our house. You can either go through the town or the village, or you can go round the Maritime Walkway. So we're going to do the Maritime Walkway today. And no swimming in there, no way. No, I wouldn't do either. But this bay is quite nice, and there is actually a free beach here, a beach that does not belong to Hard Rock, although the beach club does. Yeah. So talking of the beach club, there it is, with the Hard Rock Twin Towers in the background. Now what we can do is walk down the steps and then back up the steps, or we can take a leisurely walk around. I wonder which one I'm going to do. So there's the tradesman's entrance to the H10, but you can actually get in there as a guest. You do get a key card where you can enter and exit there. And it's quite a big hotel. And you got the reception right at the top here. So I'm not going to go down and up the steps. I'm going to have a leisurely walk, and I'll give you a better view of the Hard Rock Beach Club, which you can get a day pass for, and the money that you spend on it you can redeem in drinks and food. So basically it's free to get in as long as you pay a minimum. I think it's 45 euros a head. So if you can eat and drink 45 euros, it's worth it. And to tell you the truth, I think a couple of gin and tonics you're done. So it's not the cheapest. And they've got foam parties in the summer, and they've got disco, not disco, but you know what I mean, music. Probably isn't disco now. And that round thing over there is a lift, which takes you up to the crosswalk, which takes you to the main hotels. In fact, I'm not sure, I'll have to check, but if you get the day ticket, then I think you can use the pools up the top and this down here, but I'm not sure. If you do know, let me know. We've never been. Because 90 bucks for me and Chris, I'd have to drink 85 bucks worth. Cool dude. So, what's life like living here? It's actually fantastic. I was thinking it the other day. Count your blessings. Really just count your blessings. Somebody running behind me. Meow, meow. There you go. So, what do I want to talk about? I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing. I've mentioned this before, I just haven't done it yet. I have a set of cards called the Cadar cards. Now, if you remember that film Big with Tom Hanks, where he goes to an old carnival and he goes to one of them fortune teller cabinets with the guy with the turban in it, and he makes a wish and it's not plugged in, but the lights go on anyway, so it's a bit of a magical cabinet. Then I've got these cards of the Cadri, which are 4 Cadars. I think the one on Big was called Zoltar or something like that. But they're the 4 Cadri. And you've got the Professor, the Siren, Mr. Mercury, and the Gypsy Queen. And each one of those is supposed to represent some sort of human trait. So the Professor is the analytical guy that does things by the book. The Siren is the one that sort of relies on her intuition. Mr. Mercury is the one that does creative stuff. And the Gypsy Queen is the more down-to-earth, practical side. So we've all got those sides of us. Some are more prominent than others. Wow, look at this dog. Here's a big dog. Woof. They're free as well, these dogs. If they're not on a lead, you can eat them. You know that? In the Canary Islands? Yeah. If you're not on the lead, you can eat these dogs. But not all at once, because they're good. A lot of people just don't care about the rules, but that's another story. What would have happened if it had licked my camera? Would have been my fault. Because I shoved it in his face. Anyway, back to the story. So basically there's a sort of a reading technique of how to consult the Cadars. So you pick a particular Cadar, one you're drawn to, and then you can you can decide what you want to ask. So you ask the Kadar something, and the Kadar will spring to life, and it'll end up going to pick one of 5 gifts. It's the, if I can remember them, the piggy bank, the thank you. I'm demonetized now.
Sorry, what's that mean?
It means they'll stop me earning money on the video because of the music. But there you go. Now I can always cut it out. Here's Simon.
Hello everyone. How are you, Timothy?
I'm very well, thank you.
You well?
I'm well, but I'm not walking as fast as you.
Yeah, well, I'm walking off last night's disappointment of the football.
Oh dear, what happened?
We lost 2-0 to Newcastle in the Cup semi-final.
And you're an arse, aren't you?
I'm an Arsenal, yep, I'm an Arsenal fan. And then tomorrow I've got to talk about it with Webby.
Oh, there you
On
go.
a podcast, so that'd be lovely.
Yeah, so if you're not subscribed to Webby Sports Roundup, this is his number 2. Is it
Number 3.
Number 3, who's number 2?
Terry.
Oh, I haven't seen him for years.
Yeah, Terry ain't been about.
No.
He'll be about when they win tonight, though. They'll win tonight.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Who are they playing?
The Spuds.
Oh, you're not allowed to say that.
Foggy's team.
Foggy's team.
Yeah.
Oh, Foggy will be over on Monday.
Yeah, we're going to have a meet up and have a good old podcast, have a good old chat.
A chinwag.
Are you going down the path or are you going through the village?
I'm going down the path.
All right, I'm going to crack on.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
See you, Simon.
Take care.
There he is. Meow. You turn your music back on now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to buy you some earbuds for your holidays.
I've got them.
So we're at the other end now, where you come back up. Playa El Pinque. So, this gives you an idea of where the lift goes over to the complex of the Hard Rock Hotel. There we go. So we're going down a path. Paseo Peatonal, or pedestrian passage. No cars or bicycles, dogs on a lead, and I don't know what the third bit means. It means the woman takes the kid in a shopping trolley and the guy goes down the pub, something like that. Very sexist. I like this tree here, bit of a wannabe tree, but they pruned him, or her, or it, and he's got that massive one spike now going up, and that will turn into a beautiful leaf. So here we go. Says dogs need to be on a lead, but they don't need to be trained, looks like. Get off me. Guy doesn't like it. Well, there's somebody saying help. Somebody's screaming. Can you see anybody? The sun's shining in my eyes. Maybe you can see it better than I can. Oh, I hope not. That would be terrible. So, we're going to go down to this viewing platform. There's somebody doing Tai Chi there, or Chai Tea, one of the two. That's like saying TT, because the word chai actually means tea. Or actually the word tea means chai. So this is accessible by wheelchair at the other end, obviously. This gives you another view of La Gomera. Somebody down there doing chai tea. So we're going to carry on. And if you haven't got a DJI Pocket 3 yet, and you fancy getting into vlogging, I really do recommend the combo kit with the extra battery and the microphone, because there's nothing worse than a whole vlog being ruined by bad audio. So I do recommend DJI products. I'm in the market for a new 360 camera for my drive arounds, and I've heard on the grapevine, let me just change arms here. I've heard on the grapevine that DJI are going to come out with one. I can hear him screaming again. Can you hear it? I still can't see anything new. It's sort of intermittent as well, so I can imagine if it is somebody in trouble that they're going under and coming up, but it's the same thing, so it's not like somebody's getting a breath or something, so I'm not too worried at the moment. There we go. So we're pretty low on the Wi-Fi here, so I'm going to carry on. So, are you going to walk all the way back to the village? Yes, I am. You want to come with us? I can't wait to go back there so I can have a nice pint at the Britannia bar. There you go. VRR5SCEN, says Emma Kelly. No swimming there, no way. Bit too loud, we did that one. So, Simon Green. Studio, we read those. Cold fingers. Very scenic, says Emma. I'm going to just stop here. Always be aware of your surroundings. People walking up behind you. Could be pickpockets. Chris Godfrey coming in March. I stayed at a hotel called Oasis Paseos about 20 years ago. Okay. I think it's still there, but it's now the Hard Rock Hotel. €60 for adults, 30 for kids now, Brendan. Okay, thanks. I think Brendan stays in one of the fincas in the area, or I know he did it once. So he should know. 60 for adults, 30 for kids. Does that include both places, Brendan? 9:42. Yep, I got 20 minutes to get back to the village. Actually, I've only got 10 minutes to get back to the village now. Wagwan's on. Next week, we're going to do a walk. You decided where you want to go yet? Only got one microphone. Yeah, you only get one microphone. I bought an extra one and a receiver. So you can go to DJI and get one RX and one TX in a little bag, which is what I did. So that gives me two microphones. You could buy the whole set, just buy the normal camera and then the set of microphones, but then you're missing out on the extra battery, which, as you see now, is a boon. The tip point of the rock, I can hear a voice. Well, if he's on the rocks, then I'm okay. In CapCut, you can single out the voice with a button. Makes the audio sound like you have a mic we don't use mics. I know you can do that, but what it also does is it cuts out the ambient sound. So if you want the sound of the sea, you're not going to get that, or you got to put it in post. So I think, especially if you're doing live shows like this where you can't do that, then microphones are the best. To tell you the truth, living the dream. We reached 1,000. Cool, dude. Living the dream. You haven't seen them? Go and take a look at their channel. And Gordon, hope's all well. I was saying to Diane, she's thinking of coming over to Dublin. Maybe you can take care of her as well. Or Diane, it's D-I-A-N, from Virginia. Retired school teacher. Hey, Tim, how long does it take? Maybe walk over for a Freaky Friday when we're there. Yeah, it's not far actually. I would walk Freaky Friday, but maybe just get the bus back, you know, and it's only 1:45 on the bus. In fact, you can either walk through the banana plantation or the way I'm going to go over the rocks. So the last like 600 meters is rocky, and I wouldn't do it dark at night coming back. But you can walk up past my house and through the banana plantation. So this is the actual Playa Paraíso, the Paradise Beach. When we get round the corner, you'll see you have a better view of it. Now it used to be golden sand. They'd import it, but they've let it go lately. But this is a fantastic spot to swim because it's very secluded. It's also very shielded, and when the waves do come in, they sort of roll in like a bore, if you know what a bore is. But it's not too wavy today, and beautiful views of La Gomera. Best performing video on YouTube. Okay, we've just lost connection, I think, but I think we're back now. Webby's in the queue. Cool dude. I'm not walking. So I think we're back now. I think there was a small hiatus there. The ITV. That's like the MOT in Britain. Or the TUV or TUV in Germany. The TÜV. David Butler. Webby Boom. You see the tidy at the top there? No thing on the tidy. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, I think we're back. Yes, we're back. Cool dude. So here's the Roca Negra advertising there on the wall from another one. Keine Sorge. Bisschen zu spät, ist live. Ich darf alles tun, was ich will. She walks in front of my camera, holds the hand up, and then complains. Yeah. Hope you got that. entitled Germans. Nothing worse, except an entitled Brit. So, we're back on. The sound is intermittent, like a duck. Quack, 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 quack. I don't want to be on your camera, but I'm going to walk in front of it and hold my hand up. "109 people watching, my God." I'm walking on the wrong side of the road here. I'll get over to the right. I just wanted to make sure I didn't go off again. I am a duck. This is the Barranco and the water treatment plant up there. So our water got better a couple of years ago. Put all the new pipes in. New treatment plant. Excellent. Pumping stations. You can use the water in cooking and boiling a kettle, but I still wouldn't drink it, I don't think. And it's not because it's dangerous. I think it's because it's, what's the word? Doesn't taste nice. Sound is on and off, or is it just me? Let's try it again. I'm going to turn the... So now we're in the internal microphone, if that's better. I'm going to turn the mic back on. This is now the external microphone again. So you tell me which one's better. Did that fix it? So this is the beginning of the beach, and there is actually access to the hotel from down the bottom here. The original one was better. On and off for me too. Oh, that's not good. So I'll turn that off. And now we're on the internal mic. Is that what you mean by the original one? So I'm now on the internal microphone. Is that what you meant? Anyway, so I'll keep talking and you tell me whether you want the internal microphone, which is this one, or the other microphone that I started with, that started going intermittent. So we'll have a look. What is it now? 10:02. So it'll take me another 10 or 15 minutes to get back to the village. And I'll have a coffee at Momo's. M-O-M-O. Reveal of, what's it called? Even with the other microphone. Okay. Much lower sound, no hardly hear you. Okay. I'll turn it back on. So what I'm going to do, ladles and jelly spoons, I'm going to stop the stream here and then come back on the same stream, so don't go away. 102 people watching, unless it's sorted itself out. So I'll give you another 30 seconds to tell me whether it's still intermittent, and if it is, I'm going to stop and restart, and you can tell me then. So I'll wait for you. The internal mic was rubbish, okay? Oh, you closed YouTube and reopened again, it solved the problem, okay. Okay, that's better, good. So this is the Rio, one of the many pools with reserve towels on the beds. Is it better now? It's fine, okay, good. I think it was the signal because we lost it at the background and then it struggles to get back. Cool dude. So you get one of these with a bit of shade, that's going to be perfect for the morning. And then the afternoon, full sun. It's perfect now, Tim, thank you. That's what you get when you do lives. Somebody asked me whether 480p was the highest I can do, which is the size of the picture. And it is actually, if I'm live. The camera does say it does 720 and 1080, which is full HD, but I've never got it to be smooth at all. So there's the village over there in the distance, probably about 900 meters away from here, maybe a kilometer. And Wayne's saying it's keep cutting out. Maybe you're watching behind. If you close YouTube and reopen it again, somebody said it worked. So I'm not going to stop the stream until everybody says it's. Okay, I restarted the stream. So if that solved it, I'm hoping it did. And that should be okay. We've got a strong signal now. I think it was just around there that I didn't get a good signal. So we should be back now. I'm restarting. All fine now, thanks John. So I restarted. I think what it was, coming down here and then going into that bay, I blocked all the signals from the Wi-Fi, from the SIM card. So it was probably enough for audio, but not enough for video. So we should be back now. Thanks Ruth. Adam's coming on the 22nd of February. Cool dude, that's better, says Wayne. Got you an ad in. Oh, if I restart it, it'll give you an ad. Because I don't put ads in the middle, but if it's a restart, then it'll give you an ad, unfortunately. This unfortunately, it's good for me, because I get paid more. Would it really piss you off if I put ads in the middle of a live? I think it just detracts from everything, doesn't it? Especially if I'm saying something highly important. I might lose you again in a minute, actually, because we're going over the bridge here and onto the stony rocks over there. So I might lose you in that corner. I might just go a bit faster to see if we can do something. But it looks like we've got a good signal, so that's good. 10:07, thanks. Just restarted it. Okay now. I restarted as well, Jimmy, so it's one of the two of us. Cool dude. I think we've just lost the signal again, but don't worry about it. I'll be back. I'll be back. Now if you walk straight up here, you get to the Rosa Centre, and we could theoretically have a coffee there, but because my car's in the village, that's it. A couple of free dogs. Dogs without leads, you can eat them. P.S. Tim changed my icon So now you can see I'm from Wolverhampton Wanderers fan. For all my sins, says Neil Lewis. Cool dude. So we haven't dropped out yet. Tenerife South, 22nd of Feb, 1940. Cool dude. Taking the bus back to Playa Paraíso from your place. Is that on the right hand side, just below your apartment? You can get the bus back to Playa Paraíso from the Nebula restaurant. So if you're in the village, that's the best place to get it. And that's where it emanates and terminates. Oh, here comes the big reveal. And there's Kayasawaki. And you go to Punta Negra is the stop to get off for H10. And then walk back around the corner and go in through the tradesman's entrance. And there's elevators up to your rooms. So, gotta be careful here. I wouldn't do that. Ride a bike. Get a puncture. "117 people still watching, wow. Thank you so much for joining in." So, here we are. This is the last bit for them to pave before it makes this maritime walkway fantastic. As soon as this bit's finished, I'm going to take Chris, well, at least once a week, on a nice walk, get her up early. Just got to concentrate now on these rocks. Let's do a McMaster. Right, 108 people watching now. Don't like the grit in my sandals. I don't know, me neither. Breath, Tim. Breath. Take a fabulous sea air around you. Dog shit and cactus. I would never run on this. Break your ankles. So it's 10:12 now. We've been out an hour. So bust the thing to the Punta Negra and back on the walk. Takes you just over an hour. Yeah, shouts out to North Tenerife Man Shadow. Armchair jockey. Any idea when the walkway will be completed? No idea. No idea. Breath, breath, breathe, okay. Breathe in the air. Ah, so here's the banana plantation. Banana, banana, banana. Whenever I say banana, 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 I'm quoting an old friend, unfortunately no longer with us. She had a kid the same time as Steph, or the same time as Chris having Steph. And they met in the prenatal breathing exercises and what have you. And they became good friends. and she was called Rose French with 2 F's, and she married a guy called Norbert Fuchs, Fuchs, which is the German word for a fox. So she hyphenated it. So she became Rose French Fuchs, which I thought was unfortunate at the time until I saw it written down. And she would give her daughter a banana and just say, banana, banana, banana. So now we always use that for the last 30 years, 30 odd years in fact. When we get a banana in our hands, we always shake it at the other person and shout, banana, banana, banana. So, concentrating on where I'm going. See what you guys are saying? Adam's coming in on the 22nd of February now. Cool dude. When is he going to be finished? Armchair jockey? Your guess is as good as mine, I'm afraid. It depends how much pressure's brought to bear. Things get done when businesses want it. So, if no businesses are crying out for this path to be finished, it ain't gonna happen. My fantasy would be that they build the hotel behind the beach bar and then they would insist that it be done. So Las Barandas. Diane, if you're watching on catch up, there's some apartments for sale here as well, right at the front there, in the same block as the Delphine restaurant, which is right on the corner at the bottom by the rocks. Great views. Alan, Homemade Vlogs, went there and vlogged a steak and they weren't happy with the sauce, but I think the rest of the stuff was alright, and it could have just been an off day for the sauce, but that's another story. Go and check Alan's Homemade Vlogs out from Trun, and he's got a lot of stuff on Los Cristianos and the Arona Gran Hotel and the surrounding areas. So it is now 10:17, which is exactly an hour after we took the bus from the bus stop, which is where that yellow thing is there. That's the bus stop. And you can actually see the green bus. So the next bus is going. Actually, it's the second to next bus. So that's good. This gives you an aerial view of the new bar, or the refurbished beach bar. The top bar is called the Zanzibar, and the bottom bar is called the L'Osteria C. Now you could be pronouncing it Cia, assuming it's Italian or Spanish, but it isn't. L'Osteria is Italian, but C they took for the sea. So I wouldn't have done that myself, but somebody else was naming it, not me. And you can see this brown building on the right here and the bamboo pilings. That's going to be a top bar, it looks like, and it looks like it might be sort of like exclusive cocktails and stuff. So they've made this bit green, which gives me hope that they're going to do more with this area. That's our buildings at the back there, and this is Mirador de la Gomera, and behind that is the Arco Iris. Cool dudes. So we've still got 107 people watching, thank you. Now theoretically I could walk up this brown path here and go home, but because my car's parked over there, I'm going to go through the village, have a coffee, and then go and do my messages. Now we've got some more screamers. I hope we don't read later that somebody lost their life there. But if they did, there's not a lot I could have done. And if I'd have called the helicopter out and there was nobody there, I'd have been in dead trouble. Maybe I could have just called them and said I'm hearing screaming and they can decide whether they come out or not. Yeah? Because I'm not asking to be rescued, am I? That's the only time they would actually do me. Oh look, a dragonfly. Can we see it? Yeah. That's another story. So this is the new bit. With this fantastic new door. Cool, dude. Right, are we going to go up the steps or around the village? Well, I went up the steps last time, so I think we'll go around the village this time. Now, theoretically, we could have a coffee here, but no, I'm not doing that. So this is Playa Paraíso. And here's the free car park for the beach. So if you're coming from somewhere else, just go all the way through the village, down to the Atlantic Holiday Company on the corner over there, turn left, down the hill, and you got the free car park. There's free street parking as well, if you can get a spot, which I did. There's our rubber tree from above. And this brings us up to the Atlantic Holiday Company. So it's probably in the low 20s now. In the sun, probably 25. No wind. Perfect for flying a drone, in fact. Sea air. I do forget to breathe sometimes. We'll get to the top here and then we'll be able to listen to the sea instead of me panting. Shame this place isn't open in the mornings. I'd have a coffee here. El Ancla. So this is the entrance to Las Banderas. And here we go. Ah, beautiful. So those rocks just off the end of the buildings there, that's the ones we can see from our balcony. But we can't see these or the pier. It's hidden. So there's the beach. It's sort of a dark sand, but more gritty than sandy. And there's tables and umbrellas, but no hammocks. So what do they call them? Sunbeds, that's the one. At the moment, but it is going to come eventually. I think when they finish everything, they're going to put sunbeds out. And they'll probably need it as well, because that place is massive. Yeah, I reckon you can get 500 people in there easy. See what you guys are saying? Can you walk from H10 to Costa Adeje? Theoretically, yes. Would you? No. What you would do is you go down to El Puertito through the shanty towns. And then you go down to the beach, and then right along the front of the beach, next to the, what's it called? Next to the the restaurant, there is a path and steps going through the buildings, really. So it looks like it's private, but it isn't. And you end up coming up the top on the left-hand side as you're looking out to sea. You can get up the steps a bit easier than me. Morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, fair to middling.
Fair to middling. That's good. That's good enough at our age.
I think it
It'll
will do.
do. Here's my favourite restaurant, Little Germany. Winter hours, closed on Mondays. Reserve 659 249 120. Tell them Tim sent you. You can get a currywurst with pommes. That's like a snack. It's the best currywurst in town, mainly because nobody else does them. But it is very good. It is really good. Cheers. Right, so we got the Romantica and Sea Soul. Now this restaurant, Take My Life in My Hands, is open to the public. I think it opens at 7, but it is attached to the hotel. And here's the menu in English. They got sharing dishes, salads, traditional Canarian. Then they got 2 types of fish, 3 types of meat, and desserts. And here's the menu if you want to scan it in English. And the restaurant is down here, right in the corner there. Outside and inside seating. And tell them Tim sent you. They don't know who I am, but I'm sure they'll find out if enough people say it. Here's Webby's favourite, Shangri-La. Not to be confused with Shangri-La. And Sebo, which is a French-Belgium, I think, restaurant. Stiak 21. And the oldest restaurant in the village, Casa Maria. And then opposite, on the other side of El Hable, we've got the apartment complex for tourists called Albatross by Malibu, or Malibu by Albatross, I can't remember. Albatross by Malibu, I think it is. And to the left of that we got the Pearly Grey. So this is Mirador de Callao, so the beautiful view of Callao. It says we got 20 degrees here, don't know if you can see that. And web cameras, can we touch them? Yes we can. Gives you a webcam. So when they first came out there was not a lot on these, but I think they've done now. So Playa del Duc, 14 to 22, cloudy, and that's live. Skyline cameras, there you go. Como llegas, how do I get there? And it gives you a map. I don't know if you see that. Oh, that's very good. Gives you a map of where you are and how to get there. Cool dude. Buenas.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien.
Mucho trabajo.
Siempre hay.
¿Es un coche para reciclar?
Sí, ahora me toca que
This is at Barn.
All right.
On.
There we go. How is it going?
to see you.
The Bessie's at Barn. I used to look. I used to.
Yeah, 100th, isn't it?
I used to go to the. What was the thing called? The cinema. What was the cinema called?
The Odeon.
Was it the Odeon? Was it?
Yeah,
I used to
that
go to the
was
Odeon
me
on a
every day,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, I do remember your face,
Yeah.
but I can't remember your name.
Blackpool, Dave Daly.
Dave Daly. There you go,
Good
from
man.
Blackpool. There we go. The big.
Retired.
Three pub. You're going to come on Friday, see Webby at the Monte Cristo.
Oh, well, we're seeing him, yeah.
All right.
Well, we watch him most days, you know.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Are you on your walk?
I'm just finishing up. I got the car there, and I'm going for a coffee. I'm actually going to go for a coffee first, and then come back. I got a few messages to do on the way home.
You on a big one?
I did. I took the bus over to Punta Negra in Playa Paraíso, and then walked all the way along the coast back. I got on at 9:10 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I got back at, it's 10:29 now.
Yeah.
So an hour and 20 minutes bus drive there, but the bus was 5 minutes late leaving, and there was quite a few people getting on in Hard Rock. So we didn't really start the walk until 9:30.
Well, we was on a plane yesterday from Liverpool.
Yeah.
We sat on the plane for 11 hours, 5 hours on the runway yesterday morning.
You are
5
joking.
hours. Jet2 put us in the plane for 5 hours before they actually took off, because there was that. There were loads of cancellations, but we wanted to get to stay in the thingy, but for some reason they put us on the plane for 5 hours, kids there and all.
Oh no.
300 of us.
Did they at least put the air conditioning on?
Oh, everything was fine, you know what I mean? But you think, well, why would you want us to stand there 5 hours? So the whole journey and sat on that seat was 11 hours.
Good God.
We got back till midnight last night here.
Midnight?
Midnight.
So did you land late?
Yeah.
All right. Did they make up any time, or?
No, because there's a headwind.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So it took you, 5 hours to get here? 5-6 hours?
4 hours, 45 minutes.
So that's nearly 5 hours, yeah? Jeez.
But we're here now, and that's what matters.
I'm from Blackpool to Liverpool, to the airport.
Well, it was clear in Blackpool. We'd had the heaviest snow of for say 30 years in Blackpool. The heaviest snow. I mean, it must be about a foot deep.
Oh, really?
And then it went.
Yeah.
So he gets in the cab to go to Liverpool yesterday morning, and it kind of snowed up. And when we got to Liverpool, they were clearing the runway. There was ice and all that on it.
Oh God.
This was being cancelled. That was being cancelled. But I mean, it's only an hour.
Yeah.
But it was packed. Everywhere packed.
There we go. Right.
So we're in the mine today. Well, we're in the mine there. So.
How long are you for? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
Cool,
so
dude. I'll be seeing you anyway.
Yeah.
Dave from Blackpool, Ladles and Jelly Spoons. Yeah. Loads of pubs.
An avid fan of you take your life in your hands.
You do take your life in your hands, you're right.
Famous saying now.
I'll see you, my friend.
See you.
And I'll see you on Friday, latest. See you, Dara. Ta-da. See ya. So, what are you guys saying? Neil Lewis, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Stunning view, says Neil. Thank you very much. Ladles and Jelly Spoons. Nice walk today. We'll try that next time we're over. Cool, dude. Things in the morning. Armchair jockey. Right. Let's go this way. Casa Maria. Are they open for coffee? Well, they've got things on. But I'm going up to Momo's. Let these guys pass. After you, madam.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. So this is the Malibu by Albatross, or Albatross by Malibu, one of the two. Sorpresa, sorpresa. Kind of had it, sold it to the Chinese, but they kept the menu. Some people say it's better, some people say it's the same, some people say it's worse, so you don't know what to know. And of course masala, and up the steps to Monte Cristo. I'm not going there today. Here's my motor. Right, Tim got a new motor. So what I could have done was gone straight to Laura's for coffee, but no. What time is it now? 10:30. So I've got half an hour before I've got to be where I've got to be. So they do a good breakfast here as well. Not $3.25, but there you go. Ciao. Little doggies. This is where Webby comes as well, the Eclipse. Also do an English breakfast here in the mornings. Good morning. How the devil are you guys? Working hard?
Not done the hair.
So Baker's closed on a Wednesday as well. Get your boomerang.
No, it's going to be down at the Atlantic Holiday Centre in Norwegian in like 2 days. Yeah, I said to arrange down there, yeah.
There we go. There's a spot for me. Cool dudes. Oh. So, no falls, no. Ah, ¿qué tal? Café con leche, agua con gas, por favor. And maybe something to eat, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Gracias. So let's get the signal out here. There we go. So, right, ladles and jelly spoons. So what we got? Neil Lewis, thank you again for the donation there. Don't fall, very true, Tricia. I do fall quite a lot anyhow, so I have to be careful when it's icy, exactly. What do you call a boomerang that never comes back? A stick, there you go. Very enjoyable to watch you walk this morning, Tim. Thank you. Love the vibe, Tim. Such a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. I'm gonna annoy somebody now. There you go. I had a heated discussion with somebody telling me I was wrong when I've got a wife that tells me I'm wrong. That you're not supposed to take these tops off. And theoretically, it's designed so it's harder to take them off. So the rule is actually that the manufacturers have to manufacture them like that. There is no rule against what you do with them. And the reason the manufacturers were told to manufacture it like that was the European Union wanted to guarantee that you were recycling the tops with the bottles. I don't know whether it's a good thing or not, because it's different plastic. But they wanted to make sure that you didn't throw the top away on the street and it goes into the sea. Although people just throw bottles away anyway, but it's not the story. So it just, having it attached will increase the chance that some idiots who would normally just throw something away and not recycle will throw it away altogether and not bottle top and thing separate. So that was the theory behind it, and it probably works. I don't know how better it is or whether the planet's going to be saved because of that. But it keeps a lot of European Union civil servants in jobs, so that's a good thing. Bolsters the economy. If the government ever did decide to legislate of what you do with a bottle top, they already have. It's called the litter laws. The litter laws. So they can get you on anything, they just can't enforce it because they don't have enough people, or they don't have enough, what's the word? Mynach, I think it's called in Welsh. I don't think there's a word for it. Lust in German. they can't be bothered to enforce the litter laws. So nobody's going to come around and go, oh wait, park keepers used to do that, for instance. So there are plenty of laws to stop you throwing bottles away on the street and in the sea. But no, they decided to make a directive to make it harder for you to drink out of a bottle once the top's unscrewed. But that's just my view, which I'm entitled to, as are you. Good morning, Tim, says Keith Glasgow. Stephen Moody's just joined us. Dane Doofus is here. Cool dude. So I'm going to get my coffee, then I'm going to walk back down to the car. But I'm going to finish it here after I get my coffee and show you the little croissant. How much have we done this month? We've done 4.2, is it 4.2 or 42? 4.2 gigabytes, so it's only the 8th. Is it the 8th today? January the 8th, 2025. Sunny in there. Muchas gracias, mi corazón. Oops. There you go. Got my little heart. Perfect. Let me take a sugar. I'm not going to have something to eat. I'm going to eat at home. I've got a pack of bacon that's open from last time, and I've got some little rolls that I got. So I'm going to have a couple of little tiny rolls with a couple of slices of bacon on and an egg yolk. I'll photograph that and put it up. So just to go back to what I was saying half an hour ago, I'm going to do a live tonight featuring these Kadar cards. So if you want to come in and have your fortune read, it isn't real, but play a little game, then that's what we're doing tonight. We're not going out. I'm going to be on, well, I might go out actually. No, I won't. I'll be on the balcony. And I'll show you these cards. And we'll see what we shall see. Now that's good coffee. The coffee we had yesterday was alright, but I think it was instant. Maybe boiling water. And we don't really want that. So, Adam's on, Tenerife South. Adam, thanks for coming in. Tenerife South on the 22nd of February at 1940. I can't pick you up. Keith, Adam. Marialti, good morning, Tim and everybody. Hi, right. So we're in Momo's, open 7:30 till 2 from Monday to Friday. Saturday is 8:30 to 1, 8 o'clock till 1, and Sunday and festival days or holidays 9 till 1. So weekends it closes at 1, and in the week closes at 2, and in the week opens at 7:30. So you can come and have breakfast here early if you're an early riser. Oh yeah. Early riser. They were saying morning. We've still got 114 people watching. Here comes the truck. Now this is here you can only have loading and unloading. That's where I got my €200 parking fine, which ended up being €40. I think I've told you the story before. I got a €200 fine, but it did say if I pay within 30 days it's only 100. And so I couldn't work out where to pay. I tried to pay it in a bank and it wasn't having it. And so I went to the town hall and I walked up to the guy who does the fines, which is on the second floor. And I said, "Lo siento, he aprendido mi lección. I'm sorry, I've learnt my lesson." And he took the paper, did something with it, printed me a new paper out, and says, "Go and pay that for €40. I found out later I could have given him the money, but he made me go to a bank. So I went to a bank, and you can only go and pay your fines at certain times in the banks and certain banks. So that was another half an hour out of my day. But I did learn my lesson until I went to Los Cristianos. But in Rona, it's dead easy because they give you a ticket and you just scan it and it takes you to a website and you pay it. But that was €60. Or was it 40? I can't remember. But Kevin, the Scotsman, left me a 20 on the back seat of the car. He said, because I know you wouldn't take it. Neil saying thanks to him for the fast road, great views and atmosphere. Remember to breathe deep and enjoy the feeling of the fabulous oxygen flowing through you. I realise there's a reason that we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. And that reason is how to get rid of carbon from your body. And getting rid of carbon makes you lose weight. So you do lose weight through other orifices, but those are usually weight that you've taken in. And the only way to lose weight is to breathe and expel carbon. In fact, you lose most of your weight at night. That's why you weigh less in the morning than you do in the night. Didn't know that. But when you think about it, it's carbon dioxide. So oxygen you breathe in, O2. O1's ozone, I think, or is it O3? I can't remember. But yeah, when you breathe it in and when you breathe out, you're breathing carbon out, which makes you lighter. Lost 2 subscribers yesterday. I don't worry. I lose and gain 15 a day. So it all looks. What's it? Chat filter, top messages. Oh, I want to see all messages. There you go. Oh, it blocks quite a few of Adam's. That's pretty good. Don't worry about losing subscribers. Sometimes it's not that they've unsubscribed to you, but maybe the person who subscribed to you is no longer on YouTube. In fact, quite a few of these automatic subscription things or bots that subscribe to certain channels and then try and flood you with whatever it's called. It's not good. I had a great meal in the restaurant next to Little Germany after we did that Friday, November. Can't remember the name. Starts with an S, maybe. It's we just passed it. Romantica. The Romantica. That's right next to it. The other side is an Indian, and the one after that is La Divina Comida. But if it's right next to Little Germany, then it's the Romantica. 10:47. Oh yeah, I've got to go. I have to go, ladies and jelly spoons. So I just see 114 people still watching. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed the little walk. Don't forget, the 471 goes all the way to Los Cristianos and it comes all the way back. And you can get on with your Titsa app. So if you download the app called 10 Mas Mobile, or 10, hang on, let me do this. It's 10 Mas Mobile, the blue one at the bottom there. 10 Mas is 10 plus, so Mas is plus. So 10 Mas Mobile. And when you go in, you can go to the right hand side to purchase, and then you can buy a single ticket or a daily ticket or whatever you want. And if you buy an interurban single, it's a bit of a weird way to do it because you need to know what the bus number is, but you can get that from Google. So select the line, so it'll come up with a list of buses. Starts in Santa Cruz. We're 471 or 473, so you get on the 471, and then it says it comes from Los Cristianos to Cayo Salvaje, and then you can put the origin stop, and then if it's the wrong way, you just press the button on the right to change direction, and then you say I'm getting on at Cayo Salvaje, and then it asks for your destination stop, and you can go all the way down to Los Cristianos at the bottom, And it says if you buy it on here, it's $2.55. There you go. And cancel, because we're not doing it. Cool dude. So that's that. Let's get out the bottom. Thank you, take care. Shangri-La. Oh, the Shangri-La. It's close to Little Jimmy. That's Webby's favourite. Webby's favourite. Take care, Tim. Bye for now. Louise Parks, Ted Whitfield and Dave Bardell came in 10 minutes ago. We'll watch and catch up when you're finished. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I shall see you on the next one. The secret word of today that you can go in afterwards and put in the comments is Crystal with a K. Crystal. See ya.